Hey, I'm Geeky Pastimes, and in today's video I wanted to show you Operation Flashback, the new limited time mode that's going to be running from now up until the end of Verdansk, which is December 1st. So you're going to be able to play any time from now till then. It's a quads playlist, so you need 4 players, or you can just use Phil and play with randoms. We actually just won a game with just 2 of us in there, so it's definitely possible. Now, the big thing that's different about this is that there is loads and loads of different little features, little events from previous seasons of Warzone. So little things that have happened before, they've kind of blended them all together, and in this video I'll go through a few of the different things that you can do, a few of the different things that you'll see, and I'll also talk about the rewards and show you a bit of gameplay as well. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments right now. I'm sure lots of people forget to leave a comment. Let me know in the comments right now, what are you hoping for from the next couple of events in Warzone? We've got 2 more events left to go. We've got Secrets of the Pacific, which I think is going to be a set of challenges that starts next week, and then on December 1st, or on the last day of Warzone, we're going to be having the sort of end of Verdansk, so the last days of Verdansk, where I'm assuming everything's going to explode in some spectacular fashion. Let me know in the comments right now, what do you want from those events? So, Operation Flashback, like I said, it is a 4-player mode. It's a limited time playlist that's running right now. If you take part in it, you get this emblem that for some reason is called stub name, and it's just the emblem for, it's just like the kind of logo for the mode, I guess. The stub name thing, I think, is a bug, like it's meant to show something else that they just haven't put in. And then if you win the event, so if you win a game during this event, then you get a calling card I think is pretty cool, called Victory of Operation Flashback, and it's this one where you see the care packages dropping. I think that's a pretty cool calling card. I quite like that one. So, but you only get that one if you win a game, and obviously everybody in the team gets it. So when you drop into Operation Flashback, it looks pretty much the same as always. The map hasn't changed at all. They haven't done anything different with the map, really. What has changed is the events. So while you're dropping, the first event will start, and then there'll be a new one every time the circle starts closing. There's actually an extra circle, so the circles drop in a little bit more, and the circle is kind of always seems to be moving a little bit, but it's quite slow. So the circles are bigger, but there's more of them. But every time the circle starts closing, an event will start, and it could be something simple like restock, where all of the boxes around the map are shut again, so you've got a better chance of looting up again. It could be something like a jailbreak, where everyone's going to come back, those sort of things, the supply choppers that you shoot them down. Then there's also another few things. So there's one where you get loads of redacted weapon drops, where all these weapon drops will appear around the map, and you can get some of the most powerful weapons in them. So I've seen a grenade launcher in there. You can get the special red rarity redacted weapons that have loads of attachments. I think they've got like 10 attachments on them. I managed to get an AK like that, which was pretty cool. One of the other events is the satellite crash drop. So when the satellites come in, like we saw in one of the previous seasons, and you can go up to them and just interact with them to get an item. I got a loadout drop from one of them. I think I've seen kill streaks pop out of them. There's a few things like that. You can get a juggernaut drop. So the juggernaut packages come in, and it seems like loads of them drop in. I remember with the juggernaut mode, it seemed like there's only like 3 juggernauts maybe at a time, but with this there was a bunch of them. So they drop in, then you can get a juggernaut, so that's pretty cool. There's another one that's all based around the Nakatomi Plaza, and it puts a C4 up on the roof, so you need to go interact with that. Speaking of the Nakatomi Plaza, there's also a bunch of new stuff in supply drops, so you can get some cool things like specialist tokens, special boosts like the speed boost. You can get weapons and all stuff like that. You can also get access cards, and I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of tweets over the next few days all about these access cards. The access cards you're getting from this are for Nakatomi Plaza. They allow you to open the vault. So if you remember, during the 80s Action Heroes sort of event, you could get these cards by doing different contracts and stuff like that. That doesn't happen anymore. You don't need to do these complicated contracts. You can get it from doing the C4 on the roof, or you can just find them in boxes, and that once you've picked up one of them, you can go up to the vault, open it up, and then you'll be able to open one of the lock boxes. There's 3 lock boxes, so there's like card 1, card 2, card 3, and in that you get stuff like maybe contraband. You get tons of money and loads of things like that. Now, speaking about the money, they've changed the way the buy stations work a little bit. So some things are way cheaper now, like buying a teammate back is only 2,000, which makes it quite fun because it's like really easy to buy people back. It means you can always keep buying more and more people if your teammates are dying a lot, you know, like what happens on my teams for some reason. That definitely is something you can do a lot easier. And there's also some really expensive things you can buy, like the armored truck from the armored truck event, which is 75,000. This is like a Bertha that's got armor plating all over it. We haven't managed to buy one yet, because to get 75 grand is pretty tough. I think once we've got 4 people on, we might be able to do it. And if you get one of the Nakatomi cards, you get tons of money from that vault. So I definitely think it's possible for us to do it, and I'll probably be trying to do that over the weekend once everybody's online. Overall, I think this event is really fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. I've played probably 5 or 6 games, and I just kept playing till we won one to get that calling card. I was really happy when we did manage to win one. It definitely feels a lot more chaotic than normal Warzone because, you know, every time the circle starts closing, you've got something crazy to deal with. You might suddenly have to deal with juggernauts, or you're suddenly going to have to deal with everyone being brought back, things like that. So events that were rare before are now happening basically constantly. On top of that, in terms of Easter eggs and things like that, you've also got all of the things that have been going on this season. So you've got the red doors dropping out of the sky. If you go through the red doors or on the wall, you can sometimes see like a little glimpse of the next Warzone Pacific map, Caldera, which is pretty cool. The paper mache Adlers are still about. So we found one of those in Stadium, like you just find them around. It doesn't seem like you can do anything with them at the moment. I'm not really sure what it's for. It doesn't look like there's any other Easter eggs in this so far. I mean, if you found something, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to see. Or tweet me or something like that. I'd love it if there was an Easter egg. But we checked the salt mine doors. They're all shut. The bunkers are all shut. There's nothing new in the World War II bunkers. Bunker 11, you can't interact with it or anything like that. I was kind of hoping with Operation Flashback that they were going to bring back some of those other things, but it looks like they haven't, which is a little bit of a shame, but there you go. I'm still hopeful that there are going to be Easter eggs in the rest of this season. The guy who was doing the Easter eggs for Raven for the things that they've done so far, so like seeing the Pacific map in the red doors and the graveyard Easter egg, he has kind of dropped some hints saying that, yeah, like there are going to be some more secrets to come. So I would definitely keep an eye out, especially if there's any Warzone updates. We'll be streaming for sure at twitch.tv/Geeky Pastimes to go and see. I definitely want to get in those salt mines. Like, surely we're going to get into the mines at some point. We know there's stuff in there. We know there's a rappel point. We know there's loot. Surely they're going to let us in. And what about the bunker underneath factory? There's so much stuff. So like I said, leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see from the rest of the season, from the next 2 events. It's really cool that we've got an event every week in Warzone now. It's kind of definitely getting me more interested in Warzone again. But I'm also streaming and making loads of videos about Halo. I'm making a few about Battlefield, Riders Republic, Forza. Loads of awesome games to play at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. So subscribe, leave a like, turn your notifications on, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Need recon. Send a flyover.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Copy. Advanced UAV entering the AO. Scanning for hostiles.
Get to the safe zone.